My name is Joseph Tolle. I'm a senior technical production design major at SUNY Fredonia, and I'm the technical director for Sound and Music. What I'm going to talk to you about today is the winch system that we built for our scenery. We designed and built hand crank winches from scratch, and these control some pallets that hold our scenery. And these systems run on fully tensioned lines in a pulley system, and that's used to move all the scenery so that you don't see any technicians on stage. There's more stage magic, and it's really simple but complicated at the same time. You have a handle, and by moving the handle, it controls the drum that moves the pallet on and off stage. And each of these pallets hold a piece of scenery, sometimes an actor, and it makes everything really simple. The way that these are constructed is this drum is mounted to the frame, and the cable attaches from one side of the pallet, runs all the way across the stage to another wheel that turns it around and comes back to the other side of the pallet and holds it in line. So the way that all of the scenery attaches is there's threaded inserts in each of the pallets, and we have hardware via brackets that are attached permanently to the different scenic elements, threads into that insert and holds it in place so that it's sturdy and safe and held in place. So with the way that we've designed the operator can drive the pallet on stage to a point that's been marked on a video screen, and that's how they actually tell where they are and when to stop and that the pallet's in the right place. Another interesting thing is that these are so easy to work that a third grader can do it. We had a backstage tour for some third graders, and the smallest little guy in the class decided that he wanted to give 3 of his friends a ride and jumped on the winch and drove 3 of his friends on stage and 3 of his friends off stage, and they had a really good time. It was great. So for this show, we also built a stained glass window. We built a plywood and steel frame and then attached foam to the front of it to get the stone texture and look. And then our painters actually spent about 3 weeks hand painting the entire design of the window. On Trapp family staircase for their living room. This staircase is curved, raked, rolling, folding, and retracting. It was probably the most technically difficult piece of scenery in the show. As the technical director, it's my job to take the designer's drawings and sketches and renderings and design for the shop how they need to be built, basically engineering the piece of scenery and doing blueprint drawings and things like that. So after I got the drawing of this, what I then tried to start doing was figuring out how it needed to be built, which proved interesting. Started by building everything on the staircase from the flat level, which is this level here, all the way up. Each individual step was built individually, and then we also built the platform that supports the landing for the staircase. After that, we had to then figure out how to match the angle of the deck as the stage is raked at a 4-degree angle, and how to also install the casters so that the staircase rolled on stage in a straight kind of way. The other interesting part about this staircase is storing the escape stairs so that the actors can actually get off stage. When this piece of scenery is stored off stage, there's only about a foot of room in between the offstage side of the stairs and the wall. So the interesting part was figuring out this internally stored escape stairs. The way that these work is they slide out and then unfold and pin into place, and then slide the rest of the way. so that they're then held in place and actors can walk up them. The other thing that they have is a folding stored handrail so that they're nice and safe. So now that we're here and the show is closing this afternoon, I'll tell you a little bit about myself and my background. Like I said earlier, I'm a senior. I'm graduating in a couple weeks, and after that I'm moving on to the Santa Fe Opera until the end of August, where I'm a stage crew supervisor and working there with the stage crew apprentices to run 5 shows in rep and do some really big fancy opera. After that, I'm currently trying to plan my next move for the near future, either moving to New York or going out on tour, possibly even moving to DC, and just kind of hoping that things pan out for the best. I'm actually kind of an odd case. I found my way into theater actually my sophomore year of college by way of trying to get a room with some friends. After that, I showed up to my first day of our required theater practice and started working on, at that time, the Rocky Horror Show as a carpenter. And after some time there, it was suggested that I interview for the technical production BFA track, and 4 years later, here I am, doing one of the biggest shows that we've done in the last few years, and moving on to the next thing.